Hello and welcome back from the Matrix. I'm JD.
I'm Matt, and this is what we're doing right now. We're gonna go to the second temple because I can't check how many keys I have, but I think I have a key.
So,
and yeah,
if you guys can imagine how many fireballs you can fit in this,
it's.
that's how many we've done.
Have we done 6?
I think we've done 6 each. Yeah. Well, this will be the 6th.
Yeah, once we die.
So we drank collectively about 12 between us. My stomach really hurts.
Dude, at work yesterday, we ran out of fucking steak.
At Texas Roadhouse?
We ran out of all of our sirloins.
The legendary steakhouse?
My mic is really far.
No way.
We literally ran out of steaks. That's how fucking busy we were. And they just weren't prepared for it.
That's insane. The day after holidays is always busy.
I know. Our store is just stupid.
Managers are always stupid, bro.
Like, I don't know if I'm just more aware of the managerial stupidity or if they're just more stupid than they used to be. But
I think you're just more aware of it.
they're pretty stupid.
This is part of the thing with the socialism thing that I was arguing for. If you run something cooperatively, you realize pretty quickly that you don't actually need managers. And you just need cooperation. Managers just exist to rule companies in sort of hierarchical manner where you have people above who tell the people below what to do.
But there are people that won't do the job unless they are told.
No, that's not true. The thing is like, you don't need a manager to tell them to do it.
I'm not gonna fucking tell them because it's not my goddamn job to tell them. They should know how to do their goddamn job.
Exactly, but if it is your job, you will do it. That's the whole point of managers.
I'm not doing their job for them.
No, but you will tell them to do it.
No, I won't.
That's the thing.
Because that's their job to figure it the fuck out.
If it is
and
your
it's the manager's job to tell them.
If it's exactly what I'm saying. If it's your
so there is
job,
there should be a manager. I'm not against the fact
because
that people should be managers.
if it becomes everybody's job to tell everybody what to do, then you don't need a manager. That's the thing. It's like within socialism, the whole point is not about government.
But you can't always trust people.
The thing is not about but
that requires trust among everybody, and you cannot trust everybody.
Our current system requires more trust than
that's true.
Than a socialist.
You
system.
have to trust the managers, and the managers suck ass.
You absolutely have to trust the managers, and that's part of the problem. Is you can't because they're not geniuses, right? They don't know everything.
I went the wrong
way. They fuck up more often than because managers you have a certain level of turnover with. They fuck up more often than just a collective ownership would, and that's the thing. Right? Like the whole point of socialism has nothing to do with like government providing certain things. It has nothing to do with that at all. It has to do with workers, the people who are actually working because think about it, right? What is the most essential job in any company? Right? It's not the CEO. It's not the CFO. It's none of that. It's the people who are doing the selling or the making of the product. That's the most essential job because they are doing what the company actually is. For example, Ford. Ford makes cars, right? So the most essential job in Ford is the person who makes the cars. Everything else is interchangeable, but the person who makes the cars is essential. You need that person, right? And the point of socialism is to say those people should be the ones who own their labor. They should own what they're doing for the company and not the company or some shareholder owning that. It should be the people who actually make the car, the people who actually sell the food. They're the ones who are doing the whole business model of the company. It all relies on them, and so they should own it. That's what socialism is. It has nothing to do with the government. It has nothing to do with like universal health care, any of that. A lot of people who are socialists also want those things because that basically equates to just rich people paying for it for us, which they should because, like I said, their wealth is created by us, by the people who actually sell their products and make their products for them. But it has nothing to do with the government. It simply has to do with you owning your own labor. If you sell a steak, you should be entitled to the profit of selling that steak, not some fucking shareholder who just pushed money around in order to buy into a company. That's the whole point of socialism. And that's what I'm saying. If you have people who actually own their labor, whose entire livelihood is based on the success of the company, then you don't need a manager anymore. Because people are then incentivized for the company to succeed, because the degree to which the company succeeds is the degree to which they succeed. If you have people who are reliant on that, then they will work to make the company work. And then you don't need managers anymore. After that, you don't need managers. You can like collectively get together and hire a CEO, like vote on who should be CEO. But you don't need like low level middle managers.
It all sounds good, but I don't care enough about my goddamn consumer job.
Yes.
Where I service the goddamn people by wiping off their stupid ass tables. I don't care enough where I'm gonna promote some manager. I'm doing this to get money and then leave.
Exactly. But would you care about it if you were paid $50,000 a year?
There's no way I would for wiping off tables.
If you were paid $50,000,
no one would pay someone $50,000 to wipe off a goddamn table.
You'd pay yourself, wouldn't you?
I am not rich enough to do that, and there's no way I'd ever become rich enough.
But
to wipe
you
off
would
tables.
be if you owned the company.
If I owned the company, I wouldn't be fucking working.
That's what I'm saying. If you owned the company, you A, wouldn't make yourself work as much, and B, would be able to pay yourself as much as you wanted. And that's the whole point. That's why I'm saying the workers should own the company, because the workers are the one who make the company work.
But how would that work? How would you...
Everybody owns the company together, collectively. They own it.
I'm super cheating right now. You have no idea.
You still have 1 health left, dude. Why would you go back to a time where
Because I need the magic, and then you know what I can do with the magic?
Oh my god, dude.
I can use the life.
Dude. It's Taco Tuesday.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
You and all of your coworkers could own the company together. There's more of you than there are of the CEO, than there are of the shareholders. And you don't need those motherfuckers. They don't work. Right? Like you said, if you own the company, you wouldn't make yourself work. They sure as hell don't. And yet they get paid more than anyone else combined in the company. And yet you are the one that's making their money for them. So why don't we just get together and seize the company for ourselves?
Seize, he says.
Yes. Why didn't we not just get together and seize the company for
Because I'll
ourselves?
be called a terrorist if I do.
You and your coworker.
I will be called a terrorist.
They can't make all of us terrorists.
Yeah, I've seen.
You ever heard the story of Spartacus? I am Spartacus. You are Spartacus. They can't arrest all of us.
Storm into Washington, D.C.
They can't arrest all of us. We don't have to. We just have to go on a strike. That's it. We just need to strike. You don't need to storm anything. Just stop going to work.
Am I really going the wrong way?
But we need to organize. We need to all do it at the same time. We need to organize. And that's the main problem. But the thing is, like, we could all own the company.
Did you just describe a union to me?
I'm describing something more than a union. Something is what's called a cooperative. And those exist today.
A co-op.
They exist today, where the workers own the company. They all own it together. And they pay themselves really fucking well. Even the cashiers are paid really well. And they get to decide how the companies run. Those companies tend to outcompete companies that are run hierarchically, like normal. Like, why would you submit yourself to a hierarchy when we don't have to?
Because I don't know.
It's like you're saying you don't care now, But you only
No, I said I don't know.
you only don't care because you get paid like $20K a year.
I don't know how much I get paid. I bet I get paid way less than that because they don't pay me enough.
Exactly, they don't pay you enough.
But I plan to quit, so it's like not even worth asking for a raise.
Right, but if it was yourself, like I can still understand wanting to quit because it's like I don't want to do that job, but some people do want to do that job, and so they should still.
No, they don't, because I'm the only one that does that job.
Exactly. But if it was paid better,
yeah. If
why
I wasn't,
the fuck aren't you? And that's my whole argument. Like, why isn't that job paid well enough? That job is one of the most. It's one of the most important jobs. So why isn't it paid well enough? I don't know.
because they can find schmucks like me.
You are super cheating, bro.
I know. I'm just so pissed.
Exactly, because they can find schmucks like us. Because that's the point. There's always someone more desperate, right? There's always going to be someone who's like more desperate to get the job, who needs it more, right? And that drives the wages down. It drives it way down to the point where they can pay us just enough to where we won't complain.
Yeah. Well, I complain all the fucking time, but
you still can't do anything about it because there's still someone more desperate than you. There's still someone that if you quit the job, somebody else is going to take it right away because there's somebody else who needs the money more.
No. If I quit, they'd be fucked.
That's what I'm saying too. If you quit, they'd be fucked because your job is so important, but they don't pay you as though you're important. They pay you as though someone else fucking could take your job tomorrow, which is kind of true.
Okay, they could, but they would not do a good job. Because everyone we've hired in the last 3 years has been god fucking awful.
Dude, exactly. That's my point, man. Like, it's a two-pronged point because we are way more important than they like to treat us. And B,
I don't have any less.
And B, they treat us as though we're replaceable when we're really not. Like, if we all came together collectively and cooperated, they'd realize, like, if we realized how much we were worth and we took advantage of that, they'd be forced to give in to all of our needs.
Is your name Karl Marx?
Yeah, well, as it turns out, Karl Marx said some shit that is not actually that crazy. Dude, you have to get some more health. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm dead. After this, I'm game over, and I gotta get there again. That's why I keep doing this.
Let's do the same. Huh?
I forgot we didn't take it. Okay, you know what? I'll die. If I can not... Okay.
Oh, this is gonna suck, dude. This is gonna be the one that pushes us off. Tacos will help. It's censored again.
Yeah.
Oh, that one really burnt.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, we should lighten up a little bit. Next episode, maybe?
Oh, how many? This has been 14 minutes. We'll cut, and I'll get back there, and we'll continue the episode.
Hey guys, we're back.
No, we'll cut when we get to the dungeon.
Oh. Yeah, but the thing is, like, we have to look at Zelda from the context of...
Oh my god.
Of hindsight, too, you know?
No.
Yes.
Because I'm pretty dumb, right?
We have hindsight. Like, maybe at the time, Zelda 2 was good, but nowadays, it's not.
When I say something is a good game, like, if I was reviewing a movie, like, if I was reviewing Avatar 2, I'd want to like, you do have to, obviously... acknowledge the original, because that is a direct sequel, and this is also a direct sequel, but it's different because of how games work. Games have to, like, you have to, I don't know, there's a difference between movies and games, but I'm too like fucked up and trying to play a game at the same time to, like, figure out what that is.
I get what you're saying.
I have 2 keys.
I'm just saying, like, you do need to consider the hindsight as well. Like, You and I can both agree. In hindsight, they're not good games, right?
No. I think...
Not even Zelda 1 is good in hindsight.
Yeah, it is. Oh my god, I finally got past the thing I was
Did you get as much enjoyment from this game as Zelda 1?
No, but I also didn't get the same out of any of the Zelda games. The first Zelda game,
It's just like
it's like drugs, you know?
in hindsight,
you get the first one, you're like, this is the fucking best thing I've ever played. And then you play more of them, and you're like, yeah, this is okay. This is like the other games.
I'm not saying you can't enjoy it. I'm just saying in hindsight, in comparison to modern games, it's not good.
No, it
right?
is. No, I think it is. Because
what?
like,
Okay,
I don't,
well, that's just
the problem is that I don't play modern games. I play.
Yeah, okay.
I played Zelda Breath of the Wild, and that's probably the newest game.
That's just where our opinion different is.
I don't have the same amount of experience in gaming. Like in gaming, I've played all these old games and shit, just because I find them interesting, and the simplicity of it helps my like entry into it. Because the old games had to be very simple, and they weren't like cinematic or anything.
Well, then that's maybe where we differ, because I see.
Fuck.
That's maybe where we differ, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like,
yeah.
I see modern games have significantly improved on
Well, also
past games.
I don't give a fuck about story in games. Like, Jim has seen me play games, and I just am like, I don't give a fuck.
No, I've seen that too.
I just like, I want to play the game.
That used to be our Let's Plays too, and you can see me in our old Let's Plays, kind of like telling you, like, dude, we have to watch.
Yeah,
the story.
yeah. I just don't care. Like, it's so weird because like I'm really into movies and stuff, and that's all about story.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I know. I acknowledge the very odd, like how odd it is.
The contradiction.
Yeah, but like, if I'm playing a game, I want to play the game. I don't want to sit here and be like, okay, yeah, I gotta press A after this.
Have you played Doom?
No.
You'd really like Doom, because that's the exact philosophy of the creator.
It's just game.
It's the exact philosophy of the creator, where like the story does not fucking matter. You just have to have a really good game.
Which also a thing about that is, which is surprising why I like Ocarina of Time, because like I hated it at some point because it's like it's got all the N64 glitches and bullshit. Yeah. Which is same thing with Mario 64. I think that's just nostalgia that keeps me to that game. Like Link to the Past. I love that game just because it's like, play the game. Play the game. You don't have to fucking listen to anybody that tells you anything. It's like, oh, we got to save Zelda? Of course you do. It's called Legend of Zelda.
I like Link to the Past. Like, it's actually fun.
It does give you a story, more than the original did. But like, at the same time, are you fucking kidding me? How the fuck did he kill me that fast? Is there literally no way I can get around this? Because this is horse shit.
Like, I don't know. Link to the Past, I think, compares to Modern Zelda.
It does.
Like, it holds its own.
I would call that the standard.
But I just want to say, Zelda 2. Zelda 2 doesn't.
I just don't think it's a bad game.
It does not hold its own to other Zelda games. I don't say it does. Maybe you think it does, and that's where we differ.
Like, have you played the DS games? Like the ones where you have to the way you move is literally the.
But you have to understand that's not.
It's a main Zelda title.
But that's not the overall. We can argue about those. Yeah, those probably suck too. But that doesn't make Zelda 2 any better. That just makes those also bad games.
But they're worse. Like, this still keeps the same, like...
But you have to recognize the difference between, like, the overall series and some of the... Because Zelda is a good series with a lot of good games. And you have to recognize the difference between the overall series and some of its bad iterations. It does have some bad iterations.
But I wouldn't call this bad.
But they're all...
It's just difficult. So people get turned off by it.
Maybe.
Which is another, like, that's another thing about the Star Wars things. Like, just because it isn't the same as what it was before, you instantly get turned off and you're like, I don't want to watch this. This isn't what I want. So you don't even get the chance for it to give you something.
See,
you're just like, I don't want it.
That is part of it, though. Right?
Yeah, which is what.
But like, because when you watch, because when that's not, I don't think that's a problem. Because when you watch a Star Wars movie, you have a certain thing that you expect from it that you want, and if it doesn't give you that, then you are not satisfied, right? If it were something besides Star Wars, then you wouldn't have that expectation. But because it's claiming to be Star Wars, and it doesn't give you,
it doesn't claim to be Star Wars. It is Star Wars,
but it doesn't.
The sequels claim to be Star Wars. There's a fucking difference.
I understand that. I can get where you're coming from there. But you also have to understand, like, what you just said contradicts that, because what you just said...
Which part?
What you just said is, like, there's a certain thing that you want from something. And,
no.
And if it doesn't, give you what you want, then you're going to be turned off from it. But that makes perfect sense. It doesn't.
Then how can you expand on anything?
Want.
If you were to make something and you were like, I want to expand on this and say I would want to make a sequel to whatever I made, and I wanted to make it different, I can't expand on it because it's not going to be the same.
But there's a difference between expanding on something and not delivering what you want. Those are two different things. They're like not delivering what people expect and what people want.
Why should I deliver what people expect? Why can't I deliver what I want from this?
Because that's what we're debating here. We're debating why people don't like Star Wars.
Yeah, it kind of came around to Star Wars again.
Yeah, we're debating why people don't like certain iterations of the series that they otherwise like. It's because it doesn't give them what they want from that series. This is not what people want from Zelda.
That's not why I don't like the sequels. I don't like the sequels because of the contradictions of the already established lore of the movies, and then also the mishandling of like what they were trying to do with Rey and like the Rey Skywalker thing, where they were like, oh, we want to be inclusive and we want to have like people can, like, even if they weren't born of the same like family, they can still be family. They can still get as close. You know what I mean? Like, that is a good sentiment, and that is like a good thing to teach children, because essentially Star Wars movies are for children.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
Oh, I fucking lost the pee bag.
My stomach.
But the way that they tried to execute it, the only good movie is Last Jedi, and it's only good for half the movie, because the only good parts are the stuff that comes from the Lucas era. Is the only good parts of that movie are Luke commenting on the prequels. What?
Why did we have that whole candy game?
What other good parts of Last Jedi are there?
We had the whole thing!
Other than Luke saying that the Jedi fucked up and Yoda and all of them are like to blame. That was just the Matrix. I killed him. Did you see the Elvis movie?
I did. I actually liked it a little bit.
Yeah, I liked it too. Like, it was really weird and really stylized, and the only bad part was Tom Hanks, but it was pretty good.
I don't even know. I actually like Tom Hanks.
I fucking hated him in that movie. He ruined it for me.
He was just a little weird.
He was just like, I'm the weird guy that's the antagonist, but I'm, obviously not obvious to the main character, but very obvious to every other fucking person. Like, it seemed like they just were like, we need Tom Hanks in the movie. That's what it felt like to me.
Oh my god.
But it's been a while since I've seen that movie.
I'm in a lot of pain right now.
I'm not dead. I haven't died. God. This didn't happen.
That's good.
Fuck, that didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
This is just the Matrix.
Oh. There has to be a version where there has to be an uncut version. There has to be a cut version where you cut all this out, and an uncut version where it's uncircumcised. That was
Hey, I'm
loud.
at the final boss.
That was loud. That was loud. That was loud.
I don't have enough magic or health.
You're not at the final boss. Oh my god, it's a Dark Knight.
of this dungeon. Yeah,
Of course.
I gotta knock off his helmet.
Of course, it's a Dark Knight.
Helmets.
He regrows it. No.
I'm not gonna win this. Can you believe I never have to take a fucking class ever again? I don't even.
Dude,
I haven't even comprehended that yet. Like, I've said it multiple times, and I'm like, that's weird. But I literally never have to go to a goddamn class again and sit there for 15 weeks.
Watch you go to graduate school and be
I will never.
PhD.
I would
shit.
never be able to graduate that. All right, we beat the boss.
Yo!
We're already on.
Holy shit, did we really cut all of that out?
No, we just cutted the part out just a second ago.
Do you want to end the episode?
Yeah, that's my intention.
Alright, guys, we beat the boss.
We're gonna eat some tacos.
Next time, I guess we're gonna start another dungeon, or maybe we'll just play Elden Ring.
I should probably save this.
Next time, we might just play Elden Ring. But until then, we will see you in the Matrix. It's Taco fucking Tuesday, man.